Hi everybody, this is Andrew Masters from FIBO Group and welcome to my weekly Forex report. To kick off the week on Monday, traders will focus on important events such as the publication of data on PMI business activity from Japan, the Eurozone, the UK and the US, which should create some trading opportunities in the yen, sterling, euro and US dollar. The number from Europe will be particularly interesting because it's been on the up of late in the last few months, and another good number should see the euro recover some of the losses against the major currencies. The release of the latest consumer price index from Germany should also create some volatility in the market. On Tuesday during the Asian session, we'll see the latest interest rate decision from the Reserve Bank of Australia, which we expect will create extreme volatility in the Australian dollar. The RBA has already slashed rates twice this year, and some traders are not ruling out a cut for the third time. Later in the European session, we'll see the release of the latest consumer price index numbers from the Eurozone, which have been on the rise recently and shows in some part that the stimulus package introduced by the ECB is filtering into the economy. On Wednesday during the Asian session, we'll see quarterly GDP data from Australia, which has been on the slide recently and could add to the recent woes of the Australian dollar. In the European session, we'll see data on business activity in the services PMI from Europe and the UK, which is showing a positive trend recently and could give a boost to the British pound and the euro. Also out of Europe, we'll see the release of the unemployment numbers and the latest interest rate decision from the ECB, followed by a press conference. Although nobody expects any changes in rates, the following statement will be closely monitored for signs from the future direction of the bank and could create some volatility in the euro. In the US session, traders will focus on the publication of the trade balance figures from Canada and the United States, which should present some trading opportunities in the Canadian and US dollars. On Thursday, the focus will be on the Asian session with the release of the latest retail sales and trade balance figures from Australia, which should create some volatility and trading opportunities in the Australian dollar. During the European session, we'll see the release of the latest interest rate decision from the UK, and although nobody expects any changes from the rate of 0.5%, we should see some volatility in the British pound. To finish off the week on Friday, we'll see the release of key jobs data from Canada and the US, with the release of the unemployment rate from both countries. Also out of the US, we'll see the latest non-farm payrolls figure, which has been one of the stellar performers in recent months, and another good number may put an interest rate hike back on the table from the Fed sooner rather than later. That's all from me at FIBO Group, and I'll see you all next week.